Hello guys, how you doing? This is I don't know how to say this is. You know who I am, Justy. Is that I will show you some. I started doing some layout shares, and because it's I guess it's National Scrapbooking Day, and I've been doing some challenges, and some of the layouts I'll show you. I did some challenges on scrapbook.com, so I might win a prize. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But from doing these challenges, they're kind of making me get a little bit back into the ball of doing my scrapbook layout, especially my Heritage layout. This is one of the Heritage layouts I did a couple, like 2-3 days ago. 2 days ago, I think. And this is a layout of my great-grandfather's older brother and his wife, Isaac and Laura. That's them when they got married. And this is them when they are in their older years. And I had the printed out 5x7s. I printed it out on my Kodak all-in-one printer. And it does a pretty good job, as you can see. It's not a bad Kodak printer. It does pretty good. So again, it's a very simple layout. And sorry for the glare. I could have took that out of the page potentials, but I don't want to take it out and put it back in, and you know all that. I don't want to do that. So if there's a glare, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. I don't got the best lighting. Anyway, let's get on the ball here. Like I said, this is a layout share. And an interesting story about this couple is my great-grandfather's older brother. He went up with my great-grandfather and a couple of his other younger brothers with their dad up to Mackinac City area, because they all lived in Indiana at the time. And my great I don't know how you say it, great grandparents decided to move up to northern Michigan for better health and stuff, because they lost their youngest child through influenza epidemic or something like a flu epidemic back in the early 1900s. So they decided to move to northern Michigan. So he went up there and helped them build their cabin and stuff. And then when they got built in the fall, they sent his dad sent his wife and the rest of his kids up to Michigan, northern Michigan, and him and my great-grandfather went back down to Ohio. No, not Ohio, to Indiana. And I guess he was already married to her, and I guess he wanted to move up to northern Michigan. But she told him no, she didn't want to be away from her family. She didn't want to live up in the wilderness, because up in northern Michigan during the early 1900s, there was still kind of, I guess you can say, a wilderness area up there. Is a wooded area up in that area. And she didn't want to be by the Native Americans, so she said no, she put her foot down. So they lived in Fort Wayne, Indiana all their life, but they would go up to northern Michigan to visit their parents and stuff. But my great-grandfather lived in Fort Wayne, Indiana for a while, but he got a job where he was I think a trusser, where he got trash and all that from around town, and he got a job in Ohio, and that's where he met my great-grandmother, and they married. And then shortly after that, he found another job back in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they moved back. They moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and then that's where they had their first child. And then about a few years later, before they had their second child, they moved up to northern Michigan. So that's how my family came to be in Michigan. And I kind of wanted to tell you a story about this couple, because my great-grandparents kind of, I guess, were a part of this family for a while. And I want to do a layout for this family and keep their legacy alive, I guess. Anyways, I wanted to use like a natural, kind of rich colored layout. So the background card stack I use is from the Antique Chic collection kit I got. And this paper right here, this paper and these two papers right here from the die cut with a view heirloom paper stack. This is from the die cut heirloom paper stack where I wrote the marriage information down, and also where I wrote all the 11. This paper is from the die cut with a view heirloom paper stack too. And for the stickers are from the American Craft Remarks sticker booklet I have, and then I took my signature black gel pen and I around the edges to give it a little dimension. And then what I did was to give it a little more interest with the photos, I put black photo corners on both of these photos right here. Now the border punch you see here, I've been getting kind of nice comments on Scrapbook.com on this layout because I posted almost all my layouts on Scrapbook.com. And this border punch right here, you see all around the edge. This is the Friskers border and corner puncher. Show you what it is. Sorry if I'm moving around a lot, guys. This is what I use. I got it on Joann.com as a border and corner puncher, and it did pretty good punch. You can find this at Joann.com. Got how much it was, but it wasn't that expensive because I guess it was on a sale, 40% off sale for all the punches, so I got that, and I really like how it is. So I'll give you a full view of that. It's a full view. Give you a close-up of everything. So yeah, just a simple layout. Another full view of it. Again, I'm sorry for the glare, guys, but I just don't feel like taking it out of the page protectors and putting it back in. Okay, now I just gotta find the next. Showed you that one. I should have been better prepared, but okay, I'll show you this one. This one I just got done with it. I just posted it on my gallery page on Scrapbook.com, and I just entered this into a challenge. It's called Don't Be Negative Challenge, because it's National Scrapbook Day. So I entered into a few challenges, and that's what I did. You needed to have like a negative space. You had to use a punch or a die cut machine to do negative space, and this is my negative space called C-Man. That's my negative space right there. And I did this with my silhouette cameo, which you could put silhouette cameo. So that's what I did. Now this is a layout of my grandfather. He's in his early 20s. And what this is a record of when he was on a boat. I think he did like the boilers on the boats and stuff for a little while, but it's only for a short while because this is his discharge papers, really. Records of when he applied to be on the boats in the Mackinac Strait, because he worked for the railroad company for a short time, and I guess he did the boilers and all that. I don't know what he really did, but this is discharge papers. His copy, and that's his original picture right there, and I just blew it up to 5x7, and I put clear photo corners on the edge of this photo of him. And this, anyways, this is of him. He was on the Chief Watermata, and I guess he was a railroad car ferry or whatever. Railroad car ferries where I guess he went on the boilers or whatever, and He worked from January 16th, 1940 to April 11th, 1940. And I wanted to get some colors that show him working on, like, clocking in the time to work. And these are from the die cut with a view paper tag. Just cut them out. And this is from a scanned copy of the book of his record I got. I scanned all these. These are scanned copies. And there's also scanned copies of from that booklet of his records. So I just scanned it and cut out and pasted it here. So that's what I did. And I also put, like, Recollections washi tape, black tape right here, because this can open up, but I gotta put a slit in it so people can actually open it up. I can put journaling on the back of this part right here, but I don't know what to put on there, so I might just put some information about what he did. And I just wanted to do like an open thing, but I don't know. Anyways, the paper, I did some layering. There's 3 layerings right there. This black paper is from Color Black paper stock. This let me see. This brownish striped paper and this kind of stonish colored paper right here. The brownish striped paper and these 2 papers right here are from the die cut with a Vera heirloom stack. As I said before, this is from the heirloom stack too. And I also cut this from my Cameo. So hopefully they like it and then be able to win something on this challenge. I don't know. So I'll give you a close-up view of everything. So yeah, my grandfather is a very handsome dude. There he is right there. My older brother looks a lot like him. And I kind of resemble him too. But people say I kind of resemble his dad, my great-grandfather. So I'm going to do a layout of his dad and I'll show you guys and you guys can give me an opinion on what you think. Who I look like, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, or my father. Probably all 3. But my older brother looks a lot like my grandfather. You can look at him and look at my brother. You can see they look a lot alike. That's the view of that layout. And I got another layout here. Oops, that's not it. Now this layout is very simple. It is a baby photo of my great-grandmother, Nellie Dillwell, Gowdy, I think. This is my grandfather, the picture just showed you of him. This is his mother's baby photo. I wanted to do this because this is a very delicate photo, and I knew this photo would be safer in here because of it would be protective and it's acid free and all that. So this is the original photo, and what I did was I put removable glue dots on it. And everybody says you shouldn't use the original photos, you should just copy it. But I'm like, the original photo kind of gives your photo some depth. So that's the original photo of her. She has a lot of hair for a little baby. I think she's about 1 year old. So this had to be taken in 1892. She was born January 1st, 1891 in Ohio. And the interesting story about her is she, when she was born, about 3-4 months later, her father died and her mother raised her by herself. But she had to work and stuff, so her grandparents took care of her, and it said she was a spoiled little girl. And it said that when her mother remarried, she lived with her mother for a while, but I guess she was so spoiled and everything by her grandparents that she wanted to live with them for a while, and she didn't really care for her mother, her stepfather and a half-sibling, because she had 1 half-sister and 2 half-brothers from her mother's second marriage, but she didn't really care for them, I guess. So there's her. I'll be doing some more layouts of when she's an older woman. So I just want to do that. Very simple. I did some layering. You can see I wanted to make kind of girlish, so I did like pinkish and then the flower. This is from the 8x8 paper stack called Glitz paper stack. And background paper I use is from the Antique Chic collection. And this, the white paper from the standard white sheet you put in the page protector. Took that out. Use my corner rounder punch. I layer that with the pink. And the pink one is from the Paisley pink. It's from the Colorback Paisley. Colorback Paisley pink paper. Paisley. I can't say it. Colorback Paisley. Paper stack, and I just put her information and her parent's name. And these glitter foam stickers that says her first and last name, those are the stickers I got from Cassie, who had a store on Etsy called Paper Issue. Finally used to paper stickers. What I did was I had them up here, and I just used that undo remover and removed it just a few seconds ago, and then I put it on here because I wanted her name down. It didn't look great up on top here, so I just put her name down here, so that's what I did. And I think that's about it. Very simple, doesn't have a lot to go for it. Maybe I should do something more to it. What do you think? What do you think? There's the overview of it. I'll give you a close-up view of everything. And I think this is the last layout on my grandfather's Heritage album. There you go. Hopefully I'm not making anybody dizzy. And there's her baby photo. Let me see if I can move this up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. That's what my grandfather's layout looks like. So that's what I did for my grandfather's Heritage album. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna upload this and come back and show you an extra layout in my grandmother's Heritage album, and then I'll show you a layout that I did for the pets, because I'm doing a pet layout, and I did a pet layout for another challenge I did. So I'll upload this, come back, and show you some more Heritage albums. So I'll be back in a second. Bye.